Hey y'all, it's Megan and Andy. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Come spend some time with us today. It's another busy gardening day.
It feels like it's going to be another hot and muggy day.
'Tis the season.
That it is.
So first thing on my list is I think I can muster up enough blackberries before the June bugs eat them all. I'm hoping I can make me a little batch of jelly. I didn't get to make any last year. The blackberries did not do good, wild ones or tame ones. So I'm hoping I get enough this morning.
Hey, did you see what we missed over there yesterday?
No.
Look at this. It was sticking out like a sore thumb. Perfect size, but like totally, we missed that.
Milo, the garden cat, on patrol.
Boy, these ones are pretty, ain't they?
Yeah.
They're not as big as they normally are.
Yeah, for jelly. Just don't get them if they ain't right.
Boy, they're good. They're the pretty. So while we're at the blackberry bed, I've been anxiously waiting. It finally broke. Look at this. Look at that, y'all. That's a monster, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Look at that.
It's huge.
It's beautiful.
I think that's the biggest one I've ever grown, right there.
I'm pretty sure. So I pulled these the other day, but I'm not gonna lie, waited for that one to be on camera. And I have one more that may potentially be bigger. Probably should weigh them, but those two, that one and that one. So there's a chance that that one might not be the biggest. It may be one of those two, but they ain't fell over yet, so we'll leave them be. To the next blackberry patch.
Yep. The thing is big.
It is. Yeah, the rest of them, that greenhouse is working pretty good to cure them out, I feel like.
Oh yeah. Just need somewhere warm and dry. And
yeah, I need to move them down there too.
I probably need to get them out. They're probably about ready to come out.
They probably are. Cook some in there. All right.
Not too bad.
Let's head to the next one. Everything looks a lot better. May not be long, you'll have you a tomato sandwich too.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right in here. Call my name.
Ain't that a pretty one?
Yep. Must have had a worm in it.
It looks good. Might have just... Is it right?
Oh yeah. You want it?
No. You can have it. I done had me one.
This morning?
No. Yesterday.
No, you really need to bite it.
Is it good?
It is very peachy.
The one I had was very peachy, and I guess it's because of the dry weather. That's what they say anyways. Look at the juice come out of that thing. Oh.
Now that is the breakfast of champions.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not going to eat one got the peeling on it.
Oh, that peeling ain't going to hurt you.
No, I ain't say it would hurt me. I just ain't going to eat that fuzziness.
You don't even know it's there.
Give me a bucket. Oh my gosh, Megan. You gotta come eat one of these.
They good?
Mmm. Wow, man. Ain't that good?
It's good. They're in their natural habitat.
All of these are right here in the edge of the wood line. See there? They do 10 times better here than up there in the full sun. They're in, what'd you say? They're in their natural habitat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot to that with some of this stuff. Another thing we just noticed about these versus the ones over there in the edge of the woods is that these they have the Japanese beetles on them. Ones over next to the edge of the woods have absolutely no Japanese beetles. It's pretty interesting.
And those weird white spots on the berries, which I think people said in years past that's stink bug damage.
Stink bug, and I read online the other night that it's also sun scald. Yeah, so these are out here in the blaring hot sun.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it. Kind of makes us wonder if at some point we shouldn't just try to do away with this and have them all over there.
And just plant something else.
Yeah, and have something. Unfortunately, there'll always be blackberries here because they'll come off the roots, but we could try to change it up.
Well, I believe we found enough. I don't think I'm going to have to tap into the wild ones today.
Oh, man, those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there's the white spots we're talking about. See that? And I read online that can be caused by sun scald or, like you said, stink bugs.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Yep.
And I did see a few stink bugs on what we was picking.
Well, I guess it's jelly making time.
Jelly making time. Well, I got to go finish down there cleaning up around the creek fence, the garden fence, get the grass off of it. So I guess after that, we'll be tapping back into the garden, ain't we?
Yep.
I mean, it's just full swing ahead around here.
It is.
It's
I mean, we're working 12-hour shifts right now.
We really are. I'm telling you.
Yep.
It's going on for sure. Jacob, I don't know if y'all can hear it. Jacob just fired up the lawnmower. He's fixing to start mowing. Grass is growing like crazy right now because of the rain. Produce is growing crazy right now.
But you know what? I appreciate the busy time, even though we're all so tired. By the time all this is over with, I appreciate the busy time because it makes you appreciate wintertime that much more when you can sit down and go,
that it does. Makes us appreciate that time change.
yeah.
Big time.
Every day. It gets him a nice, hello. I don't believe that's too bad of a life for an old horse to live out his days, is it?
There's that. Don't that look much better? It ain't no better feeling than looking around seeing something mowed and nice and pretty looking. Not only is it functional, because it obviously keeps the grass off of my net, it just looks good. Looks really good. And while I'm here, we have several folks ask what these two bushes are on the edge of our garden, and they're elderberries. I'm the kind of person that I do mow a whole lot. I mow a lot around here, mow and weed eat. But when I see something like that coming up, I leave it. If it's in a spot I don't mind leaving it. And these are two elderberries that I've just left over time, and they've turned into some monster bushes. I just like to leave things like that. because we can use those berries, even though we have plenty of other elderberries. We can use those berries for something. And it's just like over here on this creek bank. I keep all of this. Now, I haven't done it in about a month, but all of this wood line right here, keep all that weed eated along the creek bank. However, I leave the little ferns. I think those little ferns and stuff are so pretty. And we got a big old patch right here of ferns that I always leave. This is a type of euonymus. However, I think something's been eating on it. I leave that. This is a wild azalea that started coming up here, so I've been leaving that. I believe this is Joe Pye weed. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I leave it. It has a big old pretty purple bloom on it. Little azaleas all along the creek bank over there I leave, but I weed eat everything else. I guess me being the plant man, I pay attention to what I'm fixing to weed eat, and if it's something that I don't really want to cut down, I'll leave it, as long as it's somewhere where I don't mind it being. But it makes it look nice. That looks really nice. I'm glad that's done. Looks real good right there. The grass was getting tall enough around the net that it was starting to really drain my power on my fence. And I could spray Roundup around that net. And I'm not going to lie, I have done it once or twice in the past. But as long as I have time, I like to keep it mowed and neat. Because it is down here around my garden, and I don't exactly want to be spraying Roundup around my garden. However, life has got in the way before, and I didn't have time to keep it mowed. But yeah, anyways, I truly believe y'all, like the most asked question we have, most comment we get, how y'all keep from getting eat up with chiggers and ticks? Like, I mean, every video, there's at least 2 or 3 of those comments. And I never really intended on it being for this purpose. However, that's the only thing I can think of. Is literally everywhere that we roam, that we work, around the fields, around the cornfields, it all stays mowed or bush hogged. And so we're not really out walking around in tall grass. There is the occasional time when you are, but on a regular basis, we're not walking in tall grass. And so the only time I really get ticks on me is if I walk through a tall, unmowed field. So, and Meagan, I don't know, I think she's got some kind of immunity to ticks. She don't never have a tick on her. Jacob never has ticks. But now Maggie, she's like me. She'll get a tick if she walks through something tall. But anyways, I think that's the answer to it, is keeping everything mowed. And I mean, it's a lot of work to keep it mowed. It's a very time-consuming thing to keep it mowed. But even when I was working 60-plus hours a week away from home with the landscaping business, mowing all day long, I still found time to keep my stuff here at home mowed. Now, it might have not got mowed as frequently as I wanted, but I still found time to get it mowed. And that's mowing and keeping things neat is something that's very important to me. And while a lot of people think that a lot of the mowing I do is probably a waste of time, and that's okay, because it's not them, it's me. And I realize that the older I get, when something is important to you, it's worth taking time to do it. And mowing is one of those things for me. I really enjoy mowing. I enjoy looking at the outcome of mowing. Everything looks so neat. But anyways, I'm glad that's done though, because I hate working around this net. So around this net doesn't get mowed near as much as it should. But it's done now, and I should be good for at least a month or so.
All right, y'all. Let's make some blackberry jelly. So I just rinsed off and washed my blackberries. I'm going to add about a cup of water to them. I've got about 2 quarts of blackberries here. So we're going to cut our heat on. I'm going to let these simmer for about 15 minutes and get good and soft, and then we'll make our jelly. So with blackberries, we all know blackberries got little seeds in them, and I made the mistake one year, and some people like it this way, but I made blackberry jam versus jelly. I know I interchange those words like throughout my videos and stuff, just the way I talk, and anyways, that's besides the point. But this is going to be a true jelly, meaning I only use the juice, because that year that I made the blackberry jam, oh, it was so good until you took a nice bite and you weren't expecting it. You about broke your tooth over a seed. Then you know, that kind of turns you off from eating it a little bit. So I learned my lesson that year, and so now I do a true blackberry jelly. It's so easy. I don't use any sure gel or anything, and it's great. I love the taste of blackberry jelly. In my book, it's right up there with strawberry jelly, neck and neck. They're both my 100% favorites. But I will say, had some folks asking if Andy liked the plum preserves. He really did. He liked them. But I'm gonna cover this up so it can get good and hot. We'll let that go to town. Our 15 minutes is up. That's what our blackberries look like. We gotta get this juice strained out. And I use this pot here that I showed y'all when I was making my plum preserves. We're gonna use it again, see how it does with the blackberries. And my handy dandy thingamajigger that gets the seeds and all that good stuff out. I think it's called a food mill. To me, it's a thingamajigger. It works fine. Alright, so I'm just going to scoop over. And now, y'all, if you're wondering where you can get one of these, I mean, I guess, I really don't know if you can still buy them new. I've got 3 or 4 that I have found at Goodwill's through the years. And, you know, people don't do this stuff much anymore. People cleaning out parents, grandparents' houses. Don't see a need for it. Send it to the Goodwill. In turn, somebody like us comes along and put it back to good use. Yep, Folly Food Mill. Right there it says it on the handle. And so we'll have kind of a pulp left over, like you can see that's already building up in there. And the chickens can enjoy that. In my eyes, if you take something and feed it to an animal, it is not wasting. You are turning it into animal feed that you would in turn have bought somewhere. So, when I'm saying I'm feeding something to an animal, I ain't wasting it. I promise. And I don't know about y'all, but I love turning stuff into bacon. Eggs. This will probably get turned into eggs. That'll benefit me more than blackberry pulp. Alright, I'll show y'all what I got left over there. See that blackberry pulp? That's going to be chicken food. Down below we've got a puree slash juice of blackberry. I got about 8 cups of blackberry juice. I'm gonna cut my heat on, do it on medium right now. We're gonna add 8 cups of sugar. This is a jelly, so it's gonna have a lot of sugar. Let's get all that stirred in. We're gonna crank this heat on up to high. Get my thermometer. And we're gonna get this to about 220 degrees. Now, when you're making jams or jellies, anything like that, just make sure you kind of stay close by, because we're gonna have to start stirring this pretty frequently once it starts boiling real hard.
So, as you may have noticed, unwrapping a corn plant there. As you may have noticed, I figured out a way to cultivate my corn. Had a lot of folks when I planted this, and I said I was planting it on a 38-inch row. A lot of folks told me that I could definitely cultivate that with my farm awl. And while I'm not going to argue with you, because you're probably right, the way I come about it was, for me, that was too close for comfort. Without me setting the wheels in, spacing the wheels in some on that farm awl, it was just too close for comfort, and I didn't want to do that. So I've racked my brain for the past, well, honestly, ever since I planted this, I have been racking my brain of what I've got here that I could use. And it finally hit me the other day. I said, you know, that little Kubota there sets in pretty narrow. I took some measurements, and I said, I think that'll work. So then I went to digging, found Grandpa's old, well, I didn't find it, I knew I had it. It was Grandpa's old fertilizer distributor. It was out there in the woods. Long ago, I took the wheel and the drive wheel and all off that made all this work. So this part is no longer operational. Back in the old days, this held fertilizer and worked just like the hopper on my 140 and on my Kubota. Like I said, don't even pay attention that that's there now. Basically just using it for a cultivator. I set the shanks in so they wouldn't be sticking out too far or grabbing the other row. But what I have noticed, and why I'm going to quit, is I need to take these shanks right here and move them out another inch or two, because with the way they're adjusted and for the height of this corn, I'm throwing way too much dirt and I cannot get no speed, and it's just taking way too long to cultivate. Fortunately, the corn is not too tall yet. I've still got a good week or more to get this cultivated, and that's fine. So I will say, y'all, the corn's looking great. My goodness. And the grass in between the rows, it's there, but it's not awful. It really ain't. The worst part is over here against the wood line where it's real shady, but that's expected. But you can see, I mean, I just keep running into this where the corn plants are, I keep having to get off the tractor because it'll flow a clump around and knock over some corn plants. And like I said, that's just taking too much time. It don't matter how slow I go, I have to keep getting off the tractor to do this right here. So, and then I got spots like this where I was letting the plow up so I wouldn't be throwing so much, and then ended up, I didn't even really do no cultivating there. I'm learning with it, because I'll be honest with you, when you've been cultivating with something that's got underbelly plows like that farm awl or that 140, like that 140 or that Kubota I have, it's a totally different ball game than cultivating with something that's behind you. And it has been years since I cultivated with a 3-point hitch cultivator. And I had to relearn what I was doing again. But anyways, I think this is going to work, and I'm super excited about this. The other cornfield over there is quite a bit weedier than this one is. But then that one that's over yonder, that really long field we got, that field looks great. There is no weeds in it, surprisingly. Absolutely no weeds. The corn looks amazing from one end to the other. I wish I had time to ride over and show you, but I don't. I just wanted to come down here and see if this was going to work. And I think after a few minor adjustments, it's going to work perfect. See how low a ground clearance I have there? I don't have much longer that I'll be able to cultivate it still with this tractor, but I do have some time. So if we don't get a thunderstorm later this evening, I'll make some adjustments, and I think I'll come down here and work till probably around dark and just see what I can get done. But now I think I got to go back and help Megan do some more in the garden. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know what it is about Kubota tractors. I love Kubota tractors, but these have got to be the hottest tractors in the world. They put off more heat than any tractor I've ever been on in my life. And it's hot riding this thing. So later this evening, the sun will be starting to go down behind the trees, and it'll be a little bit cooler down here. And maybe I can make some progress on this and get it cleaned up better than it is. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than it is, and I think it'll be good enough till that corn gets enough height on it to shade the ground out.
All right, we've made it up to our 220 degrees. We're going to throw in just a splash of vinegar. Should be lemon juice. Y'all know me. Maybe I should start buying lemon juice. I don't ever have any. I'm going to let that go just another minute or two. I did throw a little butter in there just to keep it from foaming up quite so bad. We're going to cut our heat off. This pot worked like a charm. Don't really have a lot of foam on top we need to get off or anything. Time to get it jarred up. So hot jelly is going in a hot jar. We won't know exploding jars here. When I make jelly, I do try to fill it just as full as I can. To me anyway, it seems like it keeps a little better. Blackberry jelly is just, it is so good. What? There you have it. I've got 8.5 jelly jars full of some blackberry jelly. If I don't get to make any more, I'm perfectly satisfied with that. So I'm also going to give it a taste. That's really good. Perfect. Perfect. Boy, that's gonna be good on a piece of toast here in just a little bit.
Y'all, look at this. I think I might have some sweet corn that we can eat for supper. I'm gonna take that one. More, I'm gonna see what this one looks like. Oh man. So that right there, in my opinion, is the perfect age for sweet corn. Here you go, Maggie. You can go ahead and shuck this, and then I'm gonna find us a couple more.
Alright. Hi, buddy.
It's always an exciting day when you finally get your first corn. Like, we've been waiting on this forever.
Bubby loves it.
Yeah, boy, Lovey loves that. That'll be all I pick for now, and we'll pick more tomorrow night.
Alright.
Ain't that 6 ears? You got? Yeah, that's 6. Oh, I can't wait to lay my teeth into that. Gonna be good, ain't it?
Yeah, I love corn.
Look at them peas right there. Them things is getting ready to run everywhere. I didn't realize they was running peas, but apparently they are. All right, let's go get this shucked. What's the cat doing in there, Lovey?
Oh, I put him in there.
Did you?
Yeah, I squeezed him under the gate.
Why?
Because it was the only time he liked it. Because he likes flaps.
Well, that one's a little bit on the young side, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, when I came downstairs, Mama, when she fed fresh corn,
Do what?
said when I came downstairs and Mama said that we're having fresh corn, I loved it.
You got excited, didn't you?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing no better than that fresh corn.
Yeah. Sometimes I need to see corn raw. But it's so good. Ew. I'll do the last one.
All right.
It's delicious corn.
Yep, so there's part of supper tonight. Had one. That one had bug damage on the end, and then that one had a little bit of worm damage I had to cut out.
Yeah, it stuck on me, and I like threw it in the grass. I didn't like it.
But we didn't spray it with anything, so a worm is to be expected. That's gonna be good right there, ain't it?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing like fresh sweet corn.
It's so good.
For all of y'all who's been wondering about our hurt cow, right yonder she comes, the third one down. And she's doing much, much better than she was. She's still got a limp. No doubt about that, but evidently whatever it was is slowly going away. Because she's actually up and running and walking quite a bit better now. Ain't you? Boy, wasn't that fresh corn delicious?
Oh yeah, best thing since fresh corn last year.
Oh my gosh, y'all. You just can't beat fresh corn.
No, it's one of those, it's a true delicacy.
It really is.
Yeah.
Kind of that's exactly why we keep a rotation of sweet corn going all growing season.
Yeah.
The best we can anyways.
Yeah, the fresh corn is unbeatable.
It is.
And you can preserve it any which way you want to, but that fresh corn,
Fresh corn on the
can't-
cob.
Yeah.
It's just hard to beat. But I guess we're going to go out here now and pick over the rest of the green beans.
Yep.
And
Well,
we still got, I don't know, a few hours of daylight left, so I guess we're gonna make the best of them.
yep, that's right. Anyways, guys, hope y'all really enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with us. Till we see y'all on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
Get started again. I gotta plant these rows of sweet corn here. I keep forgetting about this. You ever seen, look at them beans. They gonna run every which way. Yeah, they are. They wasn't even supposed to. Right there's that tomato I was talking about. Boy, this thing's nice.
Better than this old bucket.
I mean, a 5-gallon bucket works pretty good too.
I bet it's more comfortable.
It is. It's at the perfect height too.
I'm glad I didn't know how you would feel about it.
Pull the whole leaf out. I wanted to come back on here. It is the very next morning, and I just finished cultivating this field and that field. And man, does it look better. Before I started, that area right out in there was solid green mat. You couldn't tell the difference between the corn and the grass that was growing between the rows. But this field right here was by far the weediest field. Like I said, that other one over there is pretty clean. I don't think I'm going to worry about cultivating it right now. But anyways, after I made an adjustment on the plow and learned that I don't need to turn around and look all the time, just look forwards, because every time I turn around and look, I'm turning the steering wheel and plowing up corn. After I figured that out, which I knew, but it's just hard not to look backwards. I don't know why. But after I done that, things went fairly smooth and I was able to move on with it. And believe it or not, with the small footprint, the hydrostatic transmission, and the tight turning radius of that tractor right there, that actually worked better than cultivating with one of them cultivating tractors, just because it was so more ergonomical, I guess would be the word for it. But I'm tickled with how this turned out. If that tractor had a little more ground clearance to it, I could definitely hit this one more time before it's over with. But that may be it. That may be the only cultivating this corn gets, and if it does, I think it'll be just fine.